This catalog here looks forgettable, don't you agree? So let's trade it for something like this one here, or even this one here. As you see, advanced search filters, custom fields, monetization, maps, booking, and WooCommerce integration. And you can switch from this to this with a couple of clicks. It's fairly easy to do. Now, in order to accomplish all that, we need to install a plugin called Directorist, which is a WordPress business directory plugin. As you see, currently it has more than 10,000 active installations, quite good rating, and it's recently updated. Now let's take a look at the features it has. It has a pro version and it has a free version. Let's take a look at the free features. First, it has a advanced form builder with a drag and drop based input fields and advanced search form builder capabilities. You can even create a multi-directory with it, and if you need to migrate it and import thousands of listings through CSV file, then it's easy to do. The plugin is well optimized and uses minimal memory consumption, which means you can scale it to millions of listings. You can use unlimited custom fields to create your own forms. Also, it has a powerful search and filter system. Directorist has a Google Maps and OpenStreetMaps integration built in, which means you can display maps on your listings. And if you are a developer, then it's quite developer friendly. If you would like to add a front-end listing submission and management option, then the free version allows you to do even this, which is awesome. I have tested it with multiple themes. That is Blocksy, Kadence and Astra, and it worked well out of the box with each of them. So basically it should work with every theme over there. It's easy to translate, and if you're using multilingual website, then Directorist supports multilingual functionality. So you can make your listings available to global audience. There are a bunch of other cool stuff built in. I'm gonna put the link to the video description so you can take a look at it. But as I said, there is also a premium version which allows you to create a booking system, for example, for restaurants, doctor appointments, and so on. You can use WooCommerce, PayPal, Stripe as a payment gateways. You can monetize your site with paid listings, featured listings, rank featured listings, and so on. Pro version has listings with maps. It has a private messaging system built in, and so on, as you see on the screen right now. Lots of cool stuff. So I've been using this plugin for a while now, and I needed to ask some questions from the support team, and I have to say that they were pretty responsive and I got my answers quickly and they were straight to the point. Now, how much does this pro version cost? There are a bunch of plans for you. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year and lifetime plans. All the plans are for unlimited sites. But 1 year license for unlimited sites is normally $199 per year, but at the moment it's $129. And one site lifetime license price is $299 and so on. But those are the official prices. But if you take a look at the description of this video, then there is a nice 25% discount coupon for you. Just follow the link and you're good to go. Now when this is out of the way, let's log into our site. And let's create a directory. Now let's go to the plugins, add new, and let's search for Directorist. This one here. Install it and activate it. There is a setup wizard. You can skip it, but I'm gonna take a closer look at it, so let's go. First, it will create recommended pages, that is, add listing, all listings, category, dashboard, and so on pages. You can also create a category, locations, authors. I'm gonna create a terms and conditions and privacy policy page. Continue. Now I can select which map I would like to use. OpenStreet is free to use, but if you have a Google Maps API key, then you can select this one and add the API key here. But I'm going to stick with OpenStreet at the moment, and I'm going to activate the monetization feature and also a featured listing option. Price for the featured listing is 25 euros. I'm going to switch the currency later. So continue. Whether to import the dummy data. If it's your first time to create the directory listing, then I would suggest you to import some dummy data so you can use how it's done and see some examples. Later you can delete those. I'm gonna import 24 of those with images. Continue. Now it's gonna take a bit to import all the stuff. When it's done, then I can go to the Directorist dashboard here. If I open up my page, it's still blank, nothing here. But if I go to the pages and take a look at the all listings page, then it's all imported. But as you see, the theme doesn't look as good as it should, so let's fix it. That is, I'm gonna go to the themes and extensions. And since I have a pro version, I will log in and connect my account here. Now I connected my site and my account, and now I can install all the extensions. As you see, there are a bunch of those. If you're using multilingual site, then there's a WPML integration, all sorts of cool stuff. I'm gonna come back to it later, but first I'm gonna go to the themes. And as you see, this one here is my active theme, and available for my subscription are those one here. I can take a look at the demos, for example, this one. Looks nice, so I'm gonna install it. And I'm gonna activate it. Boom, done. Now it says that there are some plugins that need to be additionally installed. I'm gonna also install these. Return to the required plugins. Now I'm gonna activate those. Done. Next it says that I need these premium extensions. So back to the themes and the extensions. And those are the required extensions. I'm gonna install all those here. When it's done, I'm gonna select it one more time, and now I'm gonna activate. If I open my site, it looks like this, but I need it to be like the demo site. Now I'm gonna go to the tools, demo content install, and press on the install button. It says installing this demo will delete all existing data and contents on your website, so use it only on fresh website. Since I have a fresh website, then no problems. I'm gonna click on OK. And boom, done. As you saw, it took only a couple of minutes to accomplish all this. Awesome, isn't it? Next, let's take a look at the plugin settings so you know what is what here. Directory listings, settings, and since it has tons of cool stuff built in, I'm not gonna go over all of it, but I'm gonna show you the most important ones. So under the general settings, whether you would like to enable the multi-directory feature or not, if you would like to do that, then activate it. Whether a user can renew listings, when to send expire notification or renewal reminder, whether to trash expired listings, pagination, and whether to lazy load term fields. Let's activate it and save it. Next one, all listings page, whether to display the header or not, whether to activate instant search, display filter buttons. I'm gonna deactivate those here from the drop down, I don't need it. So what it is, it's this one here. I don't also need a random listing, so I'm gonna deactivate it. What should be displayed under the view as drop down? As you see, there is a grid view, list view, and map view. Grid view is a default one. Maybe I don't need a map view, so I'm gonna deactivate, save it, refresh it, and you'll see it's gone. But I'm gonna leave it as it is. Image sizes and other information here. Next, single listing page, whether to disable it. If you disable, then clicking on the image or on the title will not direct you to the single listing page. I'm not going to do that. So, if you would like to restrict single listings only for logged in users, then activate this one, save it, and I'm going to open it up in a private view so I'm not logged in. And as you see, no listing is displayed. I'm going to deactivate it one more time. Slider image options here. Location and category page options. Currency. I'm in Europe, so it's not a dollar, it's a euro, and it's displayed after the number. Map options. Once again, whether to use OpenStreet or Google Map. Default map latitude and longitude, and zoom level. Reviews, whether to enable or disable those. Pages. You can regenerate all the pages we did during the initial setup, or you can create the other ones and set them up here. Search page, what would you like to display in the filter or search result page? Under the registration form, you can activate whether the new user will be registered or not. Customize the login form. As you see, set the labels and the information. Dashboard. What is dashboard? It's the one here. It's your front-end dashboard. You can activate and deactivate sections over there and set the labels. All authors page. Next one, email notifications, whether to disable all those. You can select what notification you would like to receive. And under the email templates, you can use the placeholders to customize the emails. Next one, let's open up the monetization feature. It's activated. Payment gateways. I have bank transfer activated. It's for the free version, but for the pro version, there is also PayPal or Stripe. I'm going to activate also these here. Even in more payment gateways, then you have two options. First is you're going to go to the themes and extensions. Take a look at the available extensions. And as you see, there is also an authorized net payment gateway. Or you can activate a WooCommerce pricing plans. And if you do that, then you can also create subscriptions. Later, I'm going to talk a bit closer about WooCommerce pricing plans. I can set the default payment gateway, currency name. Once again, it's euro, and currency position is after. Offline gateway settings, information for the gateway, your account information here. PayPal, here goes your PayPal email address, and for the Stripe, your secret and publishable keys here. Under the personalization, you can choose whether to use a Directorist template or theme template. For this current theme, it doesn't matter, but on this site, I'm using the Blocksy theme. And if I log into this site and open up the settings, personalization, single listing template, I'm going to choose theme template page. Then I'm going to show you what is the difference over here. As you see, this layout comes from my theme and all the page settings I have set for this theme over there. If I switch it back to the Directorist template and refresh it, then it looks like this one here. You can set some paddings and margins for the template, set the color for the badges and listings, and set the primary color. Also, under the badge, you can change the badge names and duration. For example, for the new badge, I need to be 30 days. If the listing is older than 30 days, then there is no new badge. What is a new badge? It's the one here. As you see, there is also a popular badge. And if the listing is set to be featured, then it displays the featured badge. Under the extensions, you'll see all the extensions and configure those. I'm not going to go over these here at the moment. Under the tools, you can send an announcement. What is announcement? I can choose whether to send it to all users or selected users. Announcement the title, insert the message, expiration date, 43 days, send copy to your email, and send. Now what happens if I go to the dashboard and take a look at the announcements? There's an announcement, and this announcement will also be sent to the emails of the users. Next, there are some import and export options. First is listings, import and export. For example, if you would like to export your listings from one site to another, then you click export. And if you would like to run importer, then just click on run importer button, upload your file, map the columns, and import your listings. There is also a settings import and export. You can export your settings from one site to another. This may be handy if you have multiple directory listing sites. Next one, if you don't use any SEO plugin, then under the advanced, you can customize the meta titles and descriptions. Just scroll down and look what is what. Now let's go to the directory builder, which is a powerful tool over here. First, under the general, there are icons you can choose, expiration dates, but the real powerful stuff comes from the listing form and the page layouts. So what is a listing form? If I add a listing from the backend, then those are the fields which are added to the form. The same is if we use a front-end submission form. Those are the fields here. So you can customize it as you like. You can add custom fields, preset fields. You can enable section dragging and dropping. For example, maybe I want this to be down below here. Easily done. If I need to rearrange those, also easily done. If I open it up, then I tweak it even more, whether it's required or not. I can add custom fields, for example, checkbox fields here. Open it up, give it a title, any pets, options, yes, and label yes or no, and it's done. If I need it to be only for admin use, then I can activate this one. Just drag and drop. If you need to delete it, then press this button here. If everything is configured, update, and you're ready to go. Under the settings, you can choose whether to display the terms and conditions. That is those two links down below here. Now let's take a look at the single page layout. And this is a single page layout over here. This one here is a header area. Listing header, as you see, there is a slider. This one here. Title, bookmark, share, compare, report. If I need to add something here, I can press on the plus button. If I need to delete something here, I can delete. If there are any elements I can use, then just add it here. If I need to tweak it, then there is a cog icon. Click on it and you can tweak it a bit. Same goes here. You need to add something to here, you can do it. For example, maybe I'm gonna delete this compare from here and I would like to add it here. So this way you can customize your header area. Let's update it. Now let's go to the contents, and contents area is everything down below here. Not this one on the right. I'm gonna show it what it is later, but this one on the left is a content area. Once again, you can drag and drop, enable section dragging, for example, property details down below. Let's update it, refresh it, and you'll see the property details are down below here. Doesn't make any sense, so I'm gonna drag it where it was. Update, and once again, as before, you can add fields, for example, custom content, open it up. You can add your short codes here. Maybe you would like to add some gallery or whatever it is, contact form. Give it a label, text. Maybe let's add it here. Update, refresh, and there you go. Easy peasy, isn't it? So preset fields and custom fields. I'm gonna delete this one here. Under the other settings, you can choose what happens if there are similar listings, whether they should match with the category or tag. Numbers of listings to show, similar properties, this one here. I can also create a custom single listing page. For example, I am going to activate this one here. Update, generate shortcodes. I'm going to copy all of those here. Now I'm going to go and add a page, add new. Give it a title, for example, single listings page. Now you can use Elementor or block editor to customize it as you like. So what did I do? I created two columns here, added those shortcode blocks over here. Now when I update it and go to the single page layout, other settings, I'm gonna choose this single listing here. So just to compare, this is the original view for this theme. If I activate custom single listing page, update it, refresh it, then it looks like this one here. So basically you can create your own custom single listing pages without any hassle. Next one, review form, show content and some other options here. Nothing else to configure, which means let's go to the all listing layout. What is all listing? It's this one here. Once again, you can add all sorts of stuff here. For example, open, close, time. I don't need it, then I can delete it. Maybe I would like this new badge to be on top right, so I'm gonna delete it here and add it here. And same goes with other fields over here. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? So I'm gonna update it and it's done. This one was for the creator layout, but you can do the same also for the list layout here. The same process. And last one is a search form. Search form is the one you see here, where are you going, guest number, hotel type, and so on. Same process as it was before, just drag and drop the fields you need, change the position if needed, add preset fields if needed, and when it's done, then update. Awesome, isn't it? Now let's take a look how to create the pricing plans and how to integrate it with the WooCommerce. So I have a pricing plans extension activated and I have 3 plans: standard plan, super plan, and gold plan. Let's open up the standard plan. As you see, the plan type is pay per listing. You can choose per package, the price, whether to add a tax rate, short description, duration, whether to enable subscription or not. As you see, it says it requires PayPal or Stripe payment gateway. There is also a WooCommerce subscription option if you integrate it with a WooCommerce. All sorts of options, whether to add the featured listing, listing owner, and the ones you activated here are displayed on the pricing plan page here. All the options you have activated are displayed here. The ones you would like to hide from the table, just select this one. For example, there is a live chat included. If I want to activate this one for the user, but I don't want to display the pricing table, I'm gonna just activate this one here. If I update it and refresh it, then you'll see it disappeared. What else is here? There is a sorting configuration, field configuration. Just scroll it down and you'll see so many options here. If you would like to display this current pricing plan somewhere, then just copy this shortcode and add it to the page. But what did I do? I created a pricing plans, 3 of those, created a pricing plans page, and added this shortcode here. Update it, and it displays all the plans. Now let's test it in a private window. Let's open it up. Let's choose this plan here. And if I fill the fields, agree to everything, here's a preview page. If I continue, then here is a checkout page. If I pay for it with a PayPal or Stripe, then it will be published. These are the regular pricing plans. Now I'm going to open up my other site where I have a WooCommerce installed. So I'm going to go to the themes and extensions. I'm going to deactivate pricing plans extension, and I'm going to activate WooCommerce pricing plans instead. I'm going to activate. Boom, done. Now what will I do is I'm going to go to the products, all products. And as you see, I have a basic plan, pro plan, and gold plan. If I open up the basic plan, I can add a product image, name. The important stuff is to choose listing pricing plan as a product type and activate the virtual. Otherwise, you have to mess with the shipping options over there. Now the same options are here as they were on previous pricing plans. I'm not going to cover it once more because it's the same here. Just activate your plans, create a pricing plan page. Once again, the same shortcode goes here. And now this one here is powered by WooCommerce. Let's open it up in a private window. Let's choose this plan here, email required. And I'm redirected to the checkout page. And here I can use all the WooCommerce payment gateways. The most useful part of this extension is that you will be able to manage your orders using WooCommerce. And also you will be able to use as many WooCommerce payment gateways as you want in order to collect payments from your users securely. Also, there is an integration with the WooCommerce subscriptions. And with the integration, you can offer recurring payment system. You can set up an auto expiration system and you can generate money from the subscription sign-up fee. In this video, I'm not going to show you how to set up the subscription, but if you're interested, then go to the Directorist documentation page. There is a extensions and open up this Create WooCommerce subscription documentation page. It will show you clearly how to create the WooCommerce subscriptions. Anyways, it's really easy to set up and you can control everything from a very familiar WooCommerce interface with the ability to create unlimited pricing plans. If I go to my front-end dashboard, let's imagine that I'm a subscribed customer. There is a submit listing button. If I open it up, it will display me how many listings I have available this month and how many of those can be featured. Once again, based on the pricing plan, gold plan is allowed 25 featured listings, this one 10 and this one only 1. And this all is calculated and displayed here. Now I'm gonna just fill the fields and publish it. Can't get easier than that, isn't it? As I said, most of it can be done with the help of the free version, but if you need a monetization and pricing plans or other pro stuff, then you can purchase a pro version, or you can also purchase extensions separately. For example, maybe you need only a WooCommerce pricing plans feature, then you can purchase the extension separately. These are the official prices here, but as I said before, if you take a look at the description of this video, then there's a nice 25% discount coupon for you. If you take a look at the front-end dashboard, then your users can see all their listings. They can edit them here. If you have enabled negotiating or mark as sold, then this can also be done here. For example, I'm gonna mark this house here sold. Where is this displayed? It's here and it's here. You can also promote this one here and select once again plan, basic, pro or gold plan, or delete the listing. Your regular users who are visiting the site, they can contact the agent with a built-in contact form, or if you have a booking module activated, then they can book the services with a couple of clicks. Awesome, isn't it? Now one more thing, Directorist also has a mobile app for iOS and Android. So if you take a look at the site and if you're interested in the app, then read it through. You can white label it and use it as your own app. Now all this is nice and dandy, but in order to create a website you need a good hosting. So I have made a video about the hosting I'm using and why did I move from Cloudways and A2 hosting to this hosting. This video is on the screen right now, so be sure to take a look at it. Meanwhile, take care.